what is the first thing that comes in when you draft a policy for an organization, guys? You do it on the letterhead of the company. That's your number one pointer, right? Every policy that will be there for an organization will be on the letterhead of the company. Okay, so your first pointer is that it should be on the letterhead. Number two is that you give the title of the policy. Okay, so if I'm doing a leave in attendance policy, I will give the title of the policy, right? Start off by laying down objectives. Why are you making this specific policy for your organization? Okay, so if you make the leave in attendance policy, why are we making it? Okay, so that people can take holidays effectively and with clarity, correct? That's why you have a leave in attendance policy in place. Performance of colleagues is not affected by absence in work, right? So if you are following the policy, of course there will be a backup that will be arranged, or some project would be delayed because of your absence, so nothing gets affected in the company, right? And deliverables, of course, are not impacted. So lay down clear objectives of why this specific policy is being made, to make the employees understand the purpose of that policy. Okay, so after that, you can just simply give the policy. Before policy, I would recommend to have applicability also. Okay, who is this applicable to in the organization? We have that in the dress code policy. We will look at it. So after objectives, after laying down what you're intending to communicate with the policy, tell who is it applicable to in the organization. Okay, then you lay down your policy. Okay, leave in attendance policy, basic thing that comes out of your mind when you hear the term leave in attendance is मैं कब छुट्टी ले सकती हूँ और मुझे कब कब ऑफिस में रहना है. Correct? Very simple and basic. So you lay down what are your working days and hours. Correct? There are certain pointers that you will give, that what are the official working hours. Okay, what is the spread over. Correct? What is your weekly off. Okay, then of course integrity is a very important component that you would include in your leave in attendance policy for employees who are working from home, right? So integrity is a very big question that comes in, because you have to work with integrity. Don't do 8 hours of work in 2 hours and just remain idle. Give at least 8 effective hours in the organization, correct? And then if you are required to work on holiday, what will happen? Correct? So this is your general condition. When is employee generally working? Generally on leave. Okay, but if they are working on a holiday or if they're working on a Sunday, what will happen? Correct? So you lay down those conditions, that what is the organization offering them if they work on leaves, right? So for example, if a sales head or a marketing head decides to work on a Sunday and takes Monday off, the respective team members must be aligned in order to make sure work happens smoothly without any negative impact on Monday, right? So lay down conditions. Generally, this will happen. Specific things also anticipate and lay down. Okay. Now, somebody had said that you can have a policy for work from home, right? So instead of doing a complete policy, because it would just not make sense to have a complete work from home policy, include that in your leave in attendance policy. Tell the employees when can they work from home, number one. What is the mode, correct? So is it a hybrid mode? Can you work for 2 days? Can you work for 5 days in a week? What is the mode that you're accepting? Okay. Do they need any permission of anyone to work from home, right? And what is the work structure? Apart from that, do they need any specific equipment to work from home? Okay. Or if you have your company laptops or you have your company devices and you're working from home, what are they supposed to do to work from home? What is their responsibility related to company asset? Correct? You will mention that criteria. So incorporate all of that in one clause only. It suffices. Okay. Half day ke liye you give a criteria, because this is attendance also, right? So what happens during half day? Correct? Do the employees need to submit a daily report? This may or may not be same for all organizations, but you can require employees, right? If you're working from home, you can have a separate clause and tell the employees that you need to give a daily report, right? You're working from home, so tell us what is the work that you have done. Submit a report to us, send relevant links to us, correct? Then you come on the leaves part. So what is privileged leave? What is sick leave? Okay, define that. You need to define everything, okay? Don't let anything be under assumption of employees. Have clear-cut terms and lay down everything, That's a good practice. Don't just leave things to assumption of employees. So what is a privilege leave? Matlab casual leave. Okay. What is a sick leave? Do they need to submit any evidences in regard to that? And what is the time period? Correct. Basically, you're laying down all clauses of a leave and attendance policy. When can you take this, right? Is there a specific number of days beyond which you have to take permission of certain managers? Can you take leave? Some organizations do this. I think, Madhvi, we were discussing it during our Calendly call, right? That your organization does not allow leave for Friday and Monday because Saturday and Sunday is off, right?
Yes.
So,
Yes.
correct. So do we have that criteria or not? Some organizations, see, it's different for all organizations, right? You need to mention the clauses that are applicable for your specific organization. Okay.